Hey guys, good morning. Happy Monday. SuperBowl Monday. Good morning. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start it by saying my daughter is not taking a nap right now, so if she comes in here, I don't know what could happen, but she might. And so I'm just gonna give you guys a warning just in case she comes in here going, ah, because that's what she does, but it doesn't matter. So I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys I did not eat clean this weekend because it's the weekend and I can't for the life of me. But I only gained like 1 pound. I only gained like 1 pound, which is surprising because yesterday was Super Bowl and we went to my mother-in-law's. They had flautas. I ate like 5 and it was amazing. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about that. And then I went to my mom's house and they had ribs and Doritos and whatever. Sorry, you had to see that. But anyways, I shouldn't be talking about that because today is Monday Water Fast Day. I didn't want to do that, but I was so excited about last week's results that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna kick it off with a freaking water fast. Whatever. It doesn't matter because we're gonna get results and we're gonna be A-okay. And another reason why I want to do a water fast is because tomorrow is my mom's birthday and there might be cake involved. You can't get me away from cake. Like that's my business. That's my honey. That is my my sugar daddy. Just kidding. But anyways, enough games. So I didn't want to bore you guys too much about just being weight loss and all about this. So today I wanted to kind of give you guys or tell you guys a story about me. A lot of you may know that I am a teen mom, and I have 2 kids. My son, I was 15 when I got pregnant with him. Yes, I was 15. I was a baby. And then I gave birth to my son when I was 16. Yeah. And then, yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys about my pregnancy with my son. I guess I could just tell you guys. So me and my husband have been together for, it's going to be 8 years now. And he is the father of both my children. He is my only partner in life. Yes, thank you, Jesus, because I got a good one. He's a good man, and I love him to death. So I think it's kind of funny because, like I was a 15-year-old and had just found out I was pregnant. And the way I had found out was every morning when me and my sisters would go to school, I would eat something. I would eat like cereal or a Pop-Tart or just some toast or something. The first morning that Monday, I ate Cocoa Puffs. I had it in a little cup and I was eating it. And I threw it up in the car. Like, I was like, and I did it. I couldn't even hold it in. And my sister looked at me like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine, mind your business. But then I did it for the next 3 days consecutively. And so I bought a pregnancy test. And I was like, no way, I'm pregnant. This is not happening. Well, I ended up almost fainting. Like, I looked down and I was like, oh. Like, it happened. I was pregnant. And me being the 15-year-old teenager that I was, I texted my boyfriend that I was pregnant. And it's so funny because he tells me that whenever he got that message, he was actually holding something really heavy and then he almost dropped it and broke his leg. That would have been terrible. But yes, and that was crazy. But that pregnancy and with my son, it was absolutely awesome. I was eating like everything I wanted and it was so wonderful and easy and great and I loved it so much. I don't remember how much I weighed. Like I wish I could kind of put it into like my weight loss stuff, but I don't think I weighed that bad, so I'm not even gonna talk about it. But I also wanted to tell you guys the day or the night that I went into labor because I always think that's such a funny story to tell, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that. The night that I went into labor, hold on. Before I say that, I was already like 38 weeks or so, and so my OBGYN was telling me, hey, try this raspberry tea because it can help make labor easier. It can even induce you. So that day in particular, I drank 6 cups because, yes, I loved my pregnancy, but I wanted to see my baby already. And so I drank them all the long day. And then so that night, my sister was like, hey, let's go to Whataburger. I don't know if they have Whataburger anywhere else other than Texas, but that's what we get here in Texas is Whataburger. And so we went to Whataburger, and the drive-through was too long, so I was like, you know what, just go inside we'll take it home, whatever, cool, right? So she went inside, ordered them, and I'm watching her, order, and I'm like, yep, I started getting wet. And so I was like, I am not peeing myself. And I was like, damn it, like, I just got a burger. I want to wait to eat the burger. So I didn't say nothing yet. So we were driving home, and I got a good enough amount of wet that I felt like it was kind of concerning. So I told her, I was like, okay, don't freak out. We were still driving home, mind you. She was like, I was like, hey, don't freak out, but I think my water broke. Oh my gosh! She flips the turn signal on, starts doing this, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, we just got these burgers, go home. And she was like, Maria, what? And I was like, I want to eat. I was like, like they tell you, like, hey, like when you get to hospital, you can't eat nothing until you have the baby. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna eat my freaking burger. So we go home, and mind you, she's looking at me this whole time, like making sure my baby doesn't flop out, which it didn't happen. But we got home, ate my burger. I went, like halfway through my burger, I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to go. And so she goes and wakes up Angel, my husband, and and so we head to the hospital. So she leaves, she goes, gets my mom and my sister, and then me and my husband get ready. I got my hospital bag and everything, and we go. At the time, me and him had a Mustang. It was passed down from two of his other brothers. So his older brother crashed it, and then his other older brother crashed it. And my husband was left trying to fix it. It's not good math. And so, but he did his best. And so we were driving over there, and it was a rainy day that night. And when we were driving, there was a puddle, and we couldn't avoid it, so we hit it. Sure enough, as soon as we hit it, the car dies. And I was like, oh my God, babe, what are we gonna do? And my labor wasn't bad. I wasn't in any pain, but I was still freaking out because I was like, we're rushing to hospital. My water broke and whatever. Anyways, and so as soon as we get to it splashed, and then it started slowing down, and then the stop sign was right there, and we stopped. And so when we stopped, my mom pulls up right in front of us, and my husband's like, go, 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 get in the car, get in the car. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. And I go, jump in my car, and we take off, and my husband's in the distance, just waiting for me. Or no, I don't even know. We just took off. We left him. And so I was like really upset because I was like, what about Angel? Like, who's going to pick him up? Like, where is he at? And whatever. So we park, we get like off, and we start walking into the emergency room, and I see him running from a distance. So me being my lovey-dovey self, I run towards him, and I'm like, Angel. And no, he tells me, turn around, go, go, go. And I was like, okay, sorry. And so like I go, get up there. What time? I went in like at 11, and then I gave birth to him at 8. And then I got the epidural because I was not trying to do this without an epidural. But I think it's so funny too because even when we were in the delivery room, it was me, my mom, obviously me, I gotta be there. My husband, my mom, and my husband's mother. My husband's mother is a very beautiful Christian woman, and this was my first baby, and I think this is her second grandchild at the time. And so I'm over here, pushing, everything's showing, and she's hiding over here. And I think it's so funny because, like, she was praying, and so it freaked me out because she was down there like this, like, just praying. And I'm like, I'm a Christian, so I'm not, no judgment or anything. But she was just like, and I was just there like, why are you praying? Like, I just thought it was so funny. Like, I was like, oh, geez. And it was my first baby, my first epidural, so I didn't know how much I wasn't going to feel anything. So the doctors were like, okay, you got to push. Everybody was telling me to push. Angel was telling me to push. My mom was telling me to push. And then I finally just snapped. I was like, shut up to Angel, because he's the only one I could tell to shut up. So I was like, shut up. And I was like, whatever. And I felt so bad for her because his face just went. I was like, sorry, but yeah. And so that happened. And the doctor finally tells me, like, okay, one last push. If you don't push him out, we're going to have to do a C-section. And my eyes went boing. Heck, no, we're not doing a C-section. I pushed like I didn't know what I was pushing out because I didn't. And he came out and he was great. And that is the story of my son being born. But I just think it's so funny. And, He and Miguel, that's my son's name is Miguel. He is an angel. No pun intended, but yes, his son, whatever. He is a literal angel though. They both are. I'm sorry. Again, I'm lovey-dovey and stuff, but he was just, he never cried, and it was just so wonderful having him, and he was just so easy peasy beautiful cover boy, because he was just the best. He really was just awesome. And I just remember he was born Easter Sunday, and so I was like, man, that's such a blessing. It's such a great way to start his life, is, you know, on Easter Sunday. And I was just like, this is just absolutely perfect, absolutely perfect. But his birthday is 4/20, so I'm going to deal with that later on in life. But and so I'm stuck with that birthday. But other than that, I love my baby. I think he's the best. My daughter, on the other hand, she's still great. She's a sweet baby. It's just she's a little more problematic. Even in the womb, she was very problematic. Like, for instance, whenever I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, me and my husband were taking a break because I was just upset and I was crazy. And I broke it off. But I had to go to my yearly annual thing. And so I went there. The doctor was like, yeah, everything's good, great. And I jokingly said, haha, I'm not pregnant. That's good. And she goes, oh, we didn't even check that. So they gave me a pregnancy test. And yes, it came out positive. And I was pregnant. And so I was like, yeah. Anyways, I started crying. I was like, we're not even together. I'm a mess right now. I'm all by myself and all this other stuff. And I was just going crazy. Well, I told him, and after I told him, we got back together. And so I was like, okay, you know, yeah, all this other business. Her pregnancy, my pregnancy with her was really painful, though. It was really painful because she was trying to come out at me. She was trying to be born by herself at 29 weeks. So if anybody knows, that's like what? Like 4 months, 3 months pre. You hear her? She's coming. What, Ulani? Ulani, what? Sorry, had to go deal with that. She got the dog out of the cage and she's in timeout right now. So, not my daughter, the dog. But anyways, told y'all. So yeah, she was trying to come out of me, and I thought it was Braxton Hicks for the longest, but then it was every 5 minutes, and so we rushed to the hospital, and sure enough, I started dilating, and I was at 3 centimeters dilated, and so they were like, okay, we have to take you to the next city over, because they have a NICU. And it wasn't, kind of like how my son was. I mean, the contractions, they're strong anyway. And I was getting contractions, and it was very painful. And so we were in the ambulance, and we rushed over there, and they gave me all this stuff. Like, I think one of them was magnesium, and it made my body feel absolutely terrible and just awful, and it was just horrible. And then, I guess my cervix or my bone was open for the last 3 months of my pregnancy. And so I was in a lot of pain, and it was super hard to just, even laying down, I was so tired and so hurt. But she came out healthy. She came out absolutely beautiful and wonderful. Right now she's a little bit of a nut, and she's going through a phase where she doesn't know her name anymore. So I gotta change her name or something. Don't know. But both of my pregnancies, I'm so glad, were super healthy and super okay and everything. And, but I just kind of wanted to tell you guys a little bit of a story. With my daughter, I gained like 20 pounds. So let's talk about weight now. Yeah, sorry. So I gained like 20 pounds with her, but then afterwards I lost it. And so from then until now, so she's 3 now. So in 3 years, I gained 40 pounds. Yeah. So I really am so upset about that, and I don't like that. But we are doing stuff to get it out of the way. Right, guys? Right. Tastes just like a steak. But anyways. So again, I wanted to tell you guys, congratulations to every single one of y'all that are hitting y'all weight loss goals, or your thicker than a Snicker goals, all that business. Congratulations to all of you guys. I'm super proud of y'all, super pumped for myself to see what I do this week. Last week I lost 6 pounds, so if I lose another 6 pounds this week, I would be ecstatic because it's just wonderful to see all this progress and all this stuff falling off of me. Woo! Look at that pimple. Anyways, but I'll be back with another video pretty soon. I don't know what to talk about next time. Maybe the first time I felt the Holy Spirit, because yes, I'm Christian. And so, and that's actually a really beautiful story. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna do that next. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had an awesome Super Bowl. I hope y'all had fun watching the Super Bowl, whatever. Okay, she's coming back, so I gotta go. All right, thank you guys. See y'all next video. Bye.